Hello, this is Kayla at Becky's Graphic Design. Today I am going to show you how to utilize the cover template that you have downloaded and purchased from us. First, we are going to navigate to our Downloads folder. In the Downloads folder, you are going to want to look for something that looks like this. This is the 2025 edition of our InDesign cover template. This is the 8.5 by 8.5 template and the 32-page template. What we want to do with this folder is to right-click on it. Now you're going to tell the folder to extract all. Make sure you select a location to which to save these files. First, will click Browse, and I will go to my Documents. Next, we will click Extract. In our File Explorer, we can see now that we have a folder for our template. When we open this folder, we have several items. We have the font list for this template. We have the links for this template. We have the InDesign document for this template. We have a PDF. If we open the PDF, it will show us what this template should look like. We have some instructions written on this text document. You might find these helpful. And we have some rights and restrictions. I recommend making a copy of this document in case you decide you want to go back and reuse it again later. To make a copy, I will right-click on this file, select Copy, and then I will right-click and select Paste. Now I will insert the name of my book. Ensure that you leave the file extension or the INDD at the end with the period. This will ensure that the file remains stable and does not become corrupted. Next, we can open up our document. If your InDesign interface does not look like mine, check the top of the screen for your default workspace. If you would like your interface to look like mine, select Book. From here, we can begin editing each of these elements. You can add a custom title to your book. You can even change the font. To change the font, we will select all of this text here, and then navigate to the font selector at the top of the page. This is where you can add your author name. On this line, you can add your illustrator's name. By default, you'll notice that this image is fuzzy in the background. If you would like to see this image in a high-quality view, we are going to navigate to View, Display Performance, and select High Quality Display. Let's switch out this cover image for your cover image. I have clicked on the image, and now in my links panel, I can relink this image to another one. To relink the image, we will select this chain icon. Now you need to navigate to your custom illustration. Let's say I want to add this image. Now you'll notice that this does not look quite correct. I'm going to right-click on this image and select Fitting, Fill Frame Proportionally. Once you've switched the image, you may need to rearrange the text in order to make it fit with the new image. To do so, you can select and slide this text as needed. If you would like to change the direction of the text, highlight the text as you would in Microsoft Word. Then you can select the alignment of the text at the top. In this instance, let's use a right-aligned text. I can drag the edge of my text box to make it fit a little better. If you would like to change the size of your font, select the desired font, and then you can change the font size in this box. Let's make this a bit larger. If you would like to change the distance between two lines of text, you can select the lines of text and then change the leading in this box. If you need the leading to go beyond the predestined options here, you can type whatever you need to. Let's go ahead and type 80 in this box. There we go. Similarly, we can rearrange the location and size of the author and illustrator names. If I would like to right align these, I can select right align, and I can make them bigger. If your book is a series, you can add a series name at the top of the template. Perhaps you do not want this dark colored bar behind the name of your series. If you would like to remove the bar, simply select it and then click Delete on your keyboard. If I would like to change the color of a font, you can select the color box at the top, and then we can choose from pre-selected colors. If you would like to create a custom color, navigate to this panel on the left-hand side. Double-click on this panel, and then you can use the slider to create whatever color you like. When you are done selecting your color, click OK. And now you have a different color for your font. Let's move on to the back panel of the book. Make sure that you put a good description on the back of your book. In addition, it is useful to have a hook or a title for the back of the book, something that is interesting and catches the attention of your audience. Here's where you can write a description or summary of your story. Don't give away the whole story, but make it interesting enough that a reader would want to buy your book. You may find this is a useful place to add an additional illustration or a cutout of your character, something to add visual interest. In this box, you can add your publisher name or your publisher imprint. Oftentimes, we will use this as the name of your imprint and your website. If you would like to rearrange this, simply click and drag the box elsewhere. In order to keep things on the same horizontal or vertical line, you can hold Shift while you move something to keep it on a perfect track. If you do not want an image, of course you can select and delete it. Let's change the color of our background. This is a solid square that is serving as the background color for this panel. If we would like to change the color of this panel, select this box by double-clicking, and then you can change it to whatever you like. Remember, it's important to keep a good contrast between your text and between your background. It may become difficult for the reader to see your text if there is not enough contrast. I think this color I have chosen is a little bit too dark, so let's change it to something lighter. That's better. This box is where your barcode is meant to go. Once you have downloaded your barcode, you can place it into this box by selecting it, then moving up to File, Place. Now navigate to where your barcode is located. Now select Open, and your barcode will come into this box. Lastly, let's check the color of our spine. Unfortunately, this book is too small to feature text on the spine of the book. However, we can change the color of the spine. To do so, we'll yet again go to our color box, double-click on it, and we can change it to whatever we like. If you would like to choose a color from one of your illustrations, you can use the Eyedropper tool, found here. The Eyedropper tool will allow you to select a color based on an image or on your text. Make sure that you are actually selecting from the box which you want to pull the color from. For example, if I choose the color from this spot, I will actually be choosing the color of my text frame, not the color of my illustration. I will select from here, and now we can see that my spine is matching the color of the sky. When you are done with your cover, it's time to export it as a PDF. To do so properly for KDP, you will navigate to File, Export. Make sure you have selected Adobe PDF Print. Now you are going to use the 2001 PDF preset. Make sure that you have selected Spreads. Now go to the Marks and Bleeds panel. Navigate down to Bleed and Slug, and select this checkbox. Now when you click Export, you will see your completed book ready to go for upload to KDP. While I don't have time to cover it in full, if you have issues with this template, it is likely that you have some resolution or color mode issues with your illustrations. To check this, go to your Links panel. From here, you can check that your images are 300 pixels per inch and set in CMYK color mode. Based on this panel, I know that I need to fix this document to match a 300 pixels per inch resolution, or I may get an issue from KDP when I attempt to upload it. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for purchasing our template. I hope you found this helpful, and happy publishing. Bye-bye.